Just spoke to the Cambodians at the border, and they told us we have to now walk to Vietnam border where the Vietnam officers are, and if they allow us in, then we've got to walk back to the Cambodians and they'll give us a stamp.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's vlog we travel from Kampot, Cambodia all the way to Vietnam by land border.
So the land borders have recently opened again for tourists. Not many people have done it, so there wasn't much information online about it. We weren't sure if it was all going to go to plan, but we thought we'd risk it because it saves so much money by going over land instead of flying.
So we've heard from other YouTubers and other people they had a bit of hassle going across the land borders, and people trying to rip them off basically.
Yeah, a little bit of corruption where they're having to pay extra fees but they're not sure why.
We've seen some bribery happening, like, oh, I'll give you $10, give it all this kind of stuff. But in our experience going through the Antigen border, there was no corruption. I think we paid, what did we pay? Like $1 each for some documents. We paid for our antigen tests, but we will explain all the prices at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for it. CKs.
Just got to the border.
So you do that on video?
I tried, but they were looking at me.
So they tried to look at Soph's passport about 7 times because it's different colours to mine.
Because I got mine since Brexit. Yeah.
Then they tried to say about insurance or something, and then they tried to say I need 2 copies. I was like, yeah, there's your 2 copies, and then they was like, that's hers. I was like, no, we're together, we're a couple.
We're on the same
names are on it.
insurance.
Both of our names are
on it.
it.
Told us to go over here somewhere.
That's not it, it's not over here. I can just see this being what's the word?
I think we'll get through though.
Interesting.
And it's saving us so much money, so it's worth it.
It'll be worth it, but we'll see how it goes. The first check was a little bit odd.
So we've just gone to, I don't know what it is. We've not done land borders before, so it's a bit different, but just spoke to the Cambodians at the border, and they told us we have to now walk to Vietnam border where the Vietnam officers are, and if they allow us in, then we've got to walk back to the Cambodians and they'll give us a stamp.
Why wouldn't they allow us in?
I don't know, because they don't do that when you get on a plane, do they? No. You've got to get to the other end.
Is there?
Who's that? Hello. 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 So we've got the approval from Vietnam.
So we need to go get our stamp from Cambodia, say they're letting us out of their country, and then Vietnam will let us in. Yes. Long I walk though, just backwards and forwards.
Excuse the hair. It was windy on the tuk-tuk. Just put it all up. Probably looking absolutely nice right now. What?
We're in, we're basically in, we're not in yet.
We're literally about to cross the border, literally walk in to Vietnam now. Just had our COVID tests.
We are negative.
We're negative, we're allowed in the country.
£300,000. No.
Pounds.
Dong. Is it called dong? Vietnamese dong?
Yeah. So that's how much the taxi is?
Oh, it's about $12.
Well,
it's a bit more than it changed.
Yeah.
That's $13.
Yeah, we're just outside the border, Vietnam border.
Yep.
just trying to get to where we need to go, because obviously people haven't really used it in a while. It's only just reopened, so there's like no taxis or anything around, so we're trying to get one. But a guy just came up to us and said he is a taxi, or he's going to call us a taxi. Yeah, so
$12.
$12.
Yeah, but talking about getting through,
It wasn't really that bad, to be honest.
A lot of checks.
There's
about 10 people checked all our documents, and they kept looking at Soph's passport because it was different than my one.
It's the dark blue one, because I'm not, obviously, England aren't in the EU anymore. And I applied for it just before we came here, after Brexit, so it's different to Tyler's. So they were like proper like checking it.
Yeah, and they checked to see if it was fake a few times. Thank you. Now. Bye-bye. Thank you. We made it in Vietnam.
We crossed the land border.
We walked from Cambodia to Vietnam.
It can be done. It can be done at the moment.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you're going to fly or walk. Okay, so let's break down the price of how much it costs to get from Cambodia to Vietnam via land border. So we were staying at Mama's guest house in Cambodia. It cost us $20 for a tuk-tuk all the way from there to the Prek land border in Cambodia. From there we just had to pay $2 each for some health documents once we were through. We then paid $7.50 each for our rapid antigen test when we were through to Vietnam's border. And then once we got all the way through, which took about an hour and a half, so it's a very smooth process for us, it was fine. They checked our documents a lot, so make sure your documents are perfect because they check them a lot. Then we paid $13 for a taxi from the Antigen border all the way to the Vietnam Antigen ferry port. From there, we then paid $8 each for our ferry all the way to Phu Quoc Island, which was about 3 hours.
So it was $58 in total for both of us to get from Kampot to Phu Quoc. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But obviously it depends on where you're travelling from in Cambodia, what land border you're going to, and where you want to go in Vietnam as to how much it's going to cost you. But that's the price it was for us to travel from where we were to our final destination in Vietnam, and overall it's so much cheaper than flying.
Total $58 for both of us to do that, whereas if we flew we were looking at least $300 for us both to do that, at least.
Obviously flight prices change all the time, they're up and down, but when we looked they were around $100 each, and then you've got to pay for the rapid antigen test, but you have to have a certificate if you fly, which is about $30 each, whereas if you go over land border they just do it there and then, you don't need any certificate.
But you have got to be a little bit careful though, because I think the guy did try to charge me like $5 for something, and when I said what am I paying for, he just said oh don't worry, so I was a bit like okay,
and
a bit strange.
That's what we saw happening on someone else's YouTube video at a different land border, where they were asking for like $35, and he was like, what's it for, and they wouldn't say.
So be careful.
Yeah, just be careful. But Antigen, they were quite good really compared to other ones we've heard of. So if you're going to go through any, maybe Antigen, if you're over that way, choose that one. Thank you for watching our video.
If you'd like to follow our journey, make sure you hit that like button, comment below and subscribe to our channel.
And if you'd like to be notified each time we post, then make sure you have the notification bell turned on below.